Hi, room 5. In our last video, we started to learn about telling the time, didn't we? We were learning about clocks. Now, if I put the minute hand up to 12 so we know it's the start of the hour, and if I move, let's see, if I move the little hand to here, we know what time that is, don't we? We know that that is 7 o'clock. I want us to have a think. If I said it was 7 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, let's have a think, what might we be doing then? 7 o'clock in the morning. Oh, I know when it's 7 o'clock in the morning at my house, that's when I'm maybe starting to wake up. So maybe my alarm might go off and I might stretch, and I might turn on my bedside light. Sometimes I might make a cup of coffee and then come and drink my coffee in bed. That's what I do at 7 o'clock in the morning. What do you do at 7 o'clock in the morning? If you could have a think about that. Now, as the day keeps on going, let's see. What time is it now? The minute hand is still pointing straight up. The big hand is pointing straight up. The little hand, the hour hand, is pointing to the 10. So we know it must be 10 o'clock. What are we usually doing at 10 o'clock? Well, at the moment, at 10 o'clock is usually when I'm maybe making some videos for you to watch, or maybe trying to put those videos onto YouTube for you. Maybe I might be doing some writing about what we're going to be learning. Maybe I might be looking for some books to read. I wonder what you might do at 10 o'clock in the morning. Maybe that might be when you watch some of these videos. Maybe that might be when you go for a walk with your mum or your dad. Maybe that might be when you have a bit of a mid-morning snack. If we are at kinder at 10 o'clock in the morning, we are usually playing. I think maybe the builders might be doing some building next door. Very noisy, isn't it? I think they're drilling. They've been drilling all morning. If we keep on going, let's see. If it is... if my big hand, my minute hand, is pointing straight up, we know it's something o'clock. It must be 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. I know what you might do at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Maybe that might be when you're having some afternoon tea. Maybe you might be having a bit of a rest, a bit of quiet time. Maybe you might be having a play, or maybe you might be watching some videos. I'm not sure. At 2 o'clock, I've usually had my lunch already. Maybe at 2 o'clock I might go for a walk, get some fresh air. Let's keep on moving our clock. Our big hand is pointing straight up. Our little hand is pointing straight down, so we know it is 6 o'clock. At 6 o'clock in my house, that's when I start thinking about eating some dinner. So maybe at 6 o'clock I might start cooking my dinner. At 6 o'clock in your house, maybe you might already be eating your dinner, or maybe you might be helping your mum and dad cook your dinner. Let's keep on going. Turn it around. So look, our big hand is pointing straight up. Our little hand is pointing to the 8 o'clock. Wonder what you might be doing at 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock in my house, I usually might be having some yogurt after my dinner, maybe a cup of tea. I like to have a cup of tea in the evening. I like to read some books in the evening. Maybe I might watch a movie. I wonder if at 8 o'clock in your house, you might be starting to get ready for bed. You might be putting on your pajamas. You might be brushing your teeth. You might have a bath or take a shower, and you might be reading some stories before you cuddle up cozy in your bed. There's lots of different things we do during the day. Now I've made up this for you, a special worksheet, and I've sent it on the computer on Story Park to your mums and dads. I printed this one off with the printer that I have at home. If you don't have a printer, is that a catastrophe? Is that a disaster? It's not a disaster, because your mum or dad, they can help you. They can help you draw out what this sheet looks like. So it's not a catastrophe, don't worry. All of our worksheets are going to look a little bit different. What do we notice? One big rectangle. There's lots of things happening in the rectangle. You can see lots and lots of little squares. Let's count how many little squares there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 things to do on this special worksheet. Now what are these little guys, these little circles? I'm going to hold it close so you can see. They're clocks, aren't they? You're clock experts. Oh, I wonder if you can start to have a look at these, and I wonder if you could work out what the time it is. I've got a bit of a clue next to it. I've written out the numbers for you to see. Let's see. 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and 11 o'clock. 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and 8 o'clock. In these boxes, I'd like you to have a think about what you do at these times each day. So 7 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock, that might be when you start to wake up. 9 o'clock might be when you start to do some kindergarten activities. 11 o'clock might be when you take some morning tea. 2 o'clock might be time for some afternoon tea. Maybe 4 o'clock might be time when you have a good play outside, or you might go to the park. 8 o'clock might be time when you start to go to bed. And I want you, in each of these boxes, to draw a picture of what you might do at that time. So I'm going to draw a picture for myself. Where are my pencils gone? They're under my clock, hiding under my clock. Now let's see, 7 o'clock. What do I do at 7 o'clock in the morning? Well, I've usually just woken up. You know what I like to do every morning? I like to sit in my bed. Let's see, I'm going to draw bed. I like to sit in my bed. Here's my bed. Some brown legs of my bed. There's my bed. I've got a bit of a green blanket at the moment. And here's a pillow. And I'm going to draw myself. Maybe I'll draw myself over here. I'll make myself fiddle with these pencils. There we go. Draw myself with a big face. Maybe I might give myself some hair. In bed. Maybe some eyes, a big smile. And when I'm laying in bed in the morning, I like to drink a cup of coffee. So I'm going to draw a nice cup of coffee. That's me at 7 o'clock in the morning, enjoying a cup of coffee. I want you to think of all the different things you might do at all the different times. And I want you to do your best drawing. Now have a look at my picture. I've done some colour. I've tried to give it a bit of detail. I wonder if you could do that for your picture as well. If you could start thinking about the way that you can add some detail and the way that you can add some colours. Maybe you could look at the different things you're going to draw and you can remember what colours they are, and you can find the colours and add them. I'm excited to see what pictures you will make. If you want, you could ask your mum and dad to take a photo and put it up on Story Park. Or you can bring this and take it to Kinder the next time we're all there. Good luck, Room 5. See you later.